That's pretty sad. Well, good morning, everybody from Western Kentucky. That sounded a little better, didn't it? It is Friday, November 1st, 2024. You believe the year is pert near over. Man, it flies by. The older we get, the quicker it goes. It's amazing. So anyway, this is what we're dealing with today, right now. Get some scenery again. Yeah, a little different than yesterday, isn't it? It was rainy yesterday and on the windy side. The wind cuts down on my gas mileage, that's for sure. Of course, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I have a new set of Goodyear Assurance tires on here, and my miles per gallon has dropped about 5 per gallon. And I've been doing this for quite a few years, and it seems like it always goes down, then it comes back up. But now I'm just more curious as to why. So if anybody can help with that, if you know what I can do, I checked the tire pressure. It was the door jamb sticker of the car says it should be 38 miles per gallon. Should be 38 psi. And when the tires were put on, they only had 35 on 3, and then the right front actually had 45. So I put them back to where they should be at 38. But anyway, no more moaning and groaning on that. I have something that's on my mind, as you know I usually do, and as you also know that I am a courier driver. I have a dedicated route, and I use my own car, and I write off all my mileage, and that's all good. I'll do another video at some point about income tax that I have experienced. But the question is there anything too hard for God? Is there anything too hard for the Lord? You know, the Bible says that, hey, with man it is impossible, but with God it is possible. And I've thought about all those times where I've been in an impossible place. You know, that old proverbial, wow, what a big word on a Friday, proverbial. Man, boom chakalaka. Yeah. So, yeah, all those times where I put myself in a bad spot with my decisions, who's always there and gets me out? You know, we think that we're going to go ahead and get out of a spot, and we'll say, God, get me out of this, and I promise I'll never do it again. You may have heard this term before, but that's like a foxhole prayer. I'll do anything. Get me out of here. And then lo and behold, we do get out of a predicament. Man, another big word. Predicament. So, and then we go right back to what we were doing. You know, just like diets and everything. You got to change your habits, change your behaviors. So if you're between a rock and a hard spot today, don't fear, for the Lord is near. Just reach out to Him. You know, I don't want to say there's not going to be any pain. You know, what's the old other saying? No pain, no gain. But you know, when we do go through trials and tribulations and temptations, that those are learning things for us. That there's always a way of escape. We just need to recognize it. So if someone's been trying to help you to see for you, there will be times in our life where we cannot see things for what they really are. And we need our family, we need our friends to point out a few things. So, hey, if you did this, this is what's going to happen. I've been talking to a person about finances recently, and my wife has been too. That if you do this and you do this other thing, man, your finances are going to be set. you just change a couple habits, change a couple behaviors, man, you can do great and mighty things. So what is in your life that you need to change? Just to tweak a little bit. That, hey, you know what? If I stop doing XYZ, whether it's smoking, drinking pops all day, going to the coffee shops once or twice a day, and you're wondering why there's no finances at the end of the month or at the end of the week. Maybe there's too many coffees. Maybe there's too many pops that you're drinking. I can talk about all this stuff because I've been there. I've witnessed it firsthand that, God, I need out of this. Well, I'll tell you, in my decisions making in relationships, I've been beating my head against the wall. That's why I was on my own for 17 years once I turned 40-ish. I had made some marital decisions, plural, yes. You know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting it to have a different outcome. My hand's raised. I'd raise 2 hands and 2 feet if I could. But yeah, change something. What's the saying also? If nothing changes, nothing changes. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So what are you going to do in your life today? What are you going to change today? What are you going to change? What do you need to change? Look at ourselves in the mirror, which I did in 99, I think it was. 1999, not 1899. I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. I had to make some changes, so I did. I didn't make perfect changes because I isolated myself for 17 years. Still doing great in my business, or my career, my business career with my business hat on. Very successful in a lot of ways. But I wasn't where I needed to be. So I had to tweak and make some changes along the way. So that's what we have today. There's nothing too hard for God. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. So today, change something. Change something today. And be great today.